Okay, guys. So just came. This is what I'm sitting in right now. This is it's 1978 450 SL. It's a V8 engine, automatic trans. I'm actually gonna diagnose some stuff with it and see what's going on. The owner said it has a coolant leak, so I don't know. And actually, I came here. The owner is not here yet, so but the car was open. He told me to just go ahead and start working on it, but I don't know. It's kind of weird because it's like on the side here, and I don't know if he's gonna pull it into the driver or something or what, but we'll see. We're gonna pop the hood, see what's underneath this thing. Let's see what's underneath. Oh, there's your fuel pump right there. It's pretty cool. Tires and all that stuff. Okay, I don't know. He said he was gonna leave the key, but I can't find it anywhere. So I don't know. Maybe it's right here. Oh, there's actually all kinds of stuff here, but let's see if there's any coolant leaks that I see of. I don't really see any coolant leaks, honestly, right now. Under this car. And we'll see, we'll open the thing. Maybe the water pump is leaking or something, I don't know. Look at this fancy suspension. It even has a sway bar right here, and it's a little different design than W123 chassis, but it's still pretty cool. So here's the engine. Oh, it's really bad. I see this water staying here, creating rust. That's your V8, basically. Let's see. There's some coolant inside. I apologize if it's too loud and you can't hear me well, because there's cars, like I said. It's on the street. Okay. So, fan clutch isn't too bad. So, basically our main concern is this water pump right here. It's probably leaking a little bit. I see the seepage from this is probably like a sensor. So I see the seepage right here. It's like a corrosion a little bit. This sensor, I think it's a temp sensor. I'm not too sure. Coolant hoses, I would probably change them. They start to like be swollen, and there's a radiator right here leak. So it's leaking right here probably too. Okay. So there's the belts, don't look too bad. Let's see. This is the fan shroud and everything. So what else? Let's open this oil cap. Camshaft. Actually, the valve covers aren't so bad. Probably, let's see. Let's look on this side. You could barely see them, but some oil leaking from here, from the breather tube. Yes. The vacuum hose. How's the brake fluid? I can't even open that. Look at that. Oh, there you go. Right-handed. The brake fluid is as always black. It's a really old car, but it's still really nice. That's the car. What else do I see? I mean, this hood insulation thing, it's always a problem. Let me see if I can check this airbox. Remove this. See the condition of the air filter. Okay. I'm gonna remove this breather tube. Let's pop these clips all the way around. Filter doesn't look too bad. Okay, putting the air box back. This thing, no, doesn't look bad. Probably changed it recently. Disconnected my tester. I'm gonna, let's see, does it say the maximum pressure? Okay, doesn't really say it. 16 pounds, I don't know. But anyways, usually probably gonna go like 14 psi, and then we'll see if there's any leaks. Okay, now I was just checking spark plugs over there, and yeah, so it needs quite a bit of work, but it's a 40-year-old car, you know, considering the age. It's really not bad. So right now I feel like I'm gonna start jacking up the car and just checking the suspension. So I'm gonna start doing that. We'll see how everything looks. I can barely jack this thing up because I chose that part right there of the car to jack it up with, because this one is just crunching. It's just no good. Okay, car. This is the thing. Okay, there's play right here. Underneath the car right now. So this is my left front wheel. This is the steering shock absorber. This is your center link right here. So when I move the left wheel, the right wheel actually, I don't know if I can catch it on camera, but there's play in this ball joint right here. So this left tie rod was replaced, but the steering, you know, like the center link needs some attention. Okay. Then this sidler arm, it's a little bit cracked, but it's not a big deal. It's fine. And then this outer tie rod is still in good working condition. All right. Of course, we have you know, leaks everywhere. Basically, the trans pan and stuff like that. So that's probably gonna have to be addressed. For now, that's it. And I'm gonna go check up on more things, and we'll be almost done. This is the right front wheel, and there's also a little bit of play in this lower ball joint, but it's not too bad. The sway bar link bushings are, you know, cracked. So that's that. The bearings don't feel bad. It should be still okay. It's really nice red color over here. We got, just trying to find the wheel lug hubcap key, because I I need to check the brakes, and that's it right here. So I found it. So it looks. Guys, so found this like hubcap tool, whatever. So I'm gonna go and start removing the front wheel and check the condition of the brakes, because I wasn't able to see it from underneath actually. So I'll do that, and then I'll see if it needs brakes. Okay, that's the tool. Simply put it in here. Boy, this thing doesn't break. That's pretty tight. Okay, seems to, it's gonna come out, which is good. It's gonna remove this bolt now. Out of the way. And here, to the side. And this hubcap should fall out. There we go. Now it exposes 5 bolts we have to remove. So lug nuts are loose. Lug bolts. Start removing them. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really a fan of chrome wheels. They just start peeling with time. So I'm not really a fan of those. I'm gonna show you something really cool right now. These tires, they look good. There's a bunch of tread left on these tires. But if you look, it's made in, the date says 23/3, so that's basically 23rd week of 1993. So these tires are like more than 20 years old basically. So, but it's still, they're still fine, it's Michelin. They're, it's normal to see them being cracked like that, but anyways, so I don't know if the owner will want new tires, because he's probably trying to sell this car. He just wants me to diagnose a couple things, see what the car needs. So okay guys, what do you guys think? I still have one more bolt to remove, but you guys think this wheel is gonna be stuck to the hub? Well, let's find out. Maybe not. Let's see. Pulling the last bolt. No, not at all. Come right out. Put it somewhere to the side. I can make a chair out of it. Let's see. Is this? Oh, I thought it has ABS, but that was just the wiring for, what is it called? The brake pad wear or whatever. So there's the brakes, and let's see. Yeah, they don't look too bad. Let me give you a shot from here. Probably hard to see. Right there. So everything looks good right there. Okay. What else I was gonna say? These shocks, they're probably good. Still, I have to shake the car. But the funny thing is that, as you can see, it's jacked up right there, and that fluid is green. And I don't know, that's telling me that something's probably going on, maybe with the heater core. That's really crazy, but anything can happen. Another thing is that these bushings were out, so when I was shaking the wheel, these bushings literally, like, they were just like moving like crazy. So this one wasn't so bad, but it's still a little bit cracked. But this control arm is in good condition. The spring is rusted, but everything is fine with it. Like I was saying, this Weber, link bushings, whatever, they're no good, starting to crack. But the brakes are good though, so there's nothing wrong with the brakes. I don't know how it breaks. Maybe it might need the caliper rebuild, because usually these old cars need the caliper rebuilds. And also, yeah, the bearing is fine. I don't think it needs a repack. I don't know. Not gonna open it up now. Guys, like going back to the calipers and stuff, like these are exactly the same calipers that go on the W123 chassis. So if you're ever interested how to rebuild these, I have a video on my channel on how to rebuild these calipers. I'm gonna, leave the link in the description below so you can go check it out. So basically, in that video you're gonna see how I rebuild these calipers. Also, like restore them, paint them, replace, remove the pistons and replace the seals and stuff. So you're gonna see that over there, basically. So yeah, and these don't look like they were rebuilt or anything like that, but I mean, at least the brake pads don't wear like they wear evenly, so that's good. Basically just putting this tire back right now, and then soon I'm gonna check the rear end, see what's going on with that thing. Yeah, I don't think that's water. I mean, like, to me, like in person, looks like it's green, so assuming that's coolant. And it keeps dripping, so maybe it just stays inside of there. Just remove this cap. Look at this nasty chrome peeling. So I'm gonna lift it up, check it, see if it needs anything in the rear. Didn't check the flex bushings, flex discs yet, so I'm gonna have to probably do that too. But yeah, looks like the exhaust is okay. It was replaced here and there, so okay. So I'm gonna lift it up and move this wheel. Here's my method of lifting this thing. So I use a cushion, and then I'm gonna put this jack stand under the subframe right there, under that hard part. First I have to remove this wheel because my jack doesn't lift too high, and then after that, after I remove the wheel, put it on the jack stand. So I'm gonna leave it like that for now because I'm not gonna go underneath the vehicle or anything like that. I'm gonna quickly check this thing. Axle seals are fine. I can see the flex disc from over here. Doesn't look too bad. So there's a brake pad material still left. Still quite a bit. So, and then the brake hoses are really like kind of cracked right here. So I'll probably consider changing them. I don't know. Brake lines are rusted. I mean, it's normal. Yeah, so what else I was gonna say? It's new sway bar links that you can see right here. New sway bar links. Spring is rusted and all that stuff. I mean, this would be a really nice project car. There's the filter right there and the fuel pump. So what else? Axle seals. Axle boots, not seals. The CV boots. That's what I was talking about. So the brakes can still live. Yeah. So I'm just sitting right here, and I'm gonna put this stuff back. And, didn't start the car yet because I don't have the keys. But there she is right there. I mean, so it would be a really nice project car, honestly. So it needs some work, but I mean, it's basically a 40 years old car, so I would probably buy it off of him, but I'm looking for W123, so yeah. But basically on W123 it has the same setup, like pretty much like same brakes and stuff, but just like suspension is a little different. But the rear subframe is the same. The front suspension is different, but the rear subframe is basically the same. For the only difference is that on the W123, like on diesel cars, they don't have the fuel pump and fuel filter right here, so that would be the only difference basically. So I don't know, I'm gonna ask him if he did the fuel filter on this thing. If he did a long time ago, then you know, I'll just recommend replacing the fuel filter just for, you know, like as a maintenance and stuff. So hey guys, so I removed the jack stand from underneath, and I'm just gonna open this thing slowly. Like that. And this is the pad that I was using. You can see some rust still came out, but basically saved the pinch weld a little bit, because otherwise it would just like crush that thing really badly. See all this rust coming out of there? Pretty bad. But you know, what can you do? Okay, so I'm gonna tighten this wheel and let's see what else we can check on this car. Another thing that I noticed about this car is when you try to open the doors, they move really like slowly and hard, and it's kind of difficult to move them. Like so, got this multi-purpose, whatever, the lubricant. I'm gonna lube these moving parts. So, try to get to that hinge right there. Okay. So, and now, I'm just gonna move this back and forth. Alright, so I already feel the progress on that. Another thing, I'm gonna show you something. So that coolant leak I was talking to you about, it's coming from this assembly. It's your like heater assembly and all that stuff. They always go bad on these old Mercedes. So now you'll be able to see, but it's wetness right there, and there's actually a green coolant right over there. I don't know, I'll try to zoom in, but it's hard to probably see that, but there's a coolant leak. So that's basically the issue right there. So this assembly is basically leaking, and I heard that it's really expensive. So well, and that's where this coolant leak is coming from, basically. This thing is just leaking. Okay, this assembly. So that will have to be addressed. And then This would need like a nice cleanup. Yeah. So what else is inside? Yeah, it's this. Look at this Becker Europa factory radio. It's pretty nice. It's a really nice interior though. I like this wheel. These wheels are like much nicer in these cars than these chrome ones. So yeah. Anyways, that. Here's the wheels for this thing. They really need to be rebuilt. Really nasty, but I like this red carpeting and stuff. Yes, I'm gonna start putting this stuff back. I'm gonna have to go to the store and buy the kitchen faucet. Show you this coolant leak, the major one, right there. So it's coming basically from right here, not really from the hoses. It's just dripping down to the hoses. So it's not the hoses issue. Wondering, like, I saw this cover with a bunch of screws. I removed them and look at this. Guess what this thing is? This is your blower motor. A really big blower motor. So it's pretty, yeah. I actually thought it was a battery here, but I'm not too familiar with these R107 chassis. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So I'm just gonna put these screws back. So I also sprayed these right here with lubricant. Wow, look at this thing. Made January 1978. Nice. So, fortunately I don't have the key. I can't start this thing now. So I'm gonna have to wait, but so you can listen how this engine runs. Last thing is I just tightened this alternator belt and it feels pretty good. It used to be really floppy. There's still, I can move it this way, but it's really good. This used to be in the middle, now it's all the way here, so that's perfect. And then if you compare it to this belt right here, I mean, it's pretty bad. I'm gonna try to show you. It has a lot of play. So I just adjusted that and it feels pretty good. So okay, so finally got the key. Yeah. Let's see. Brake, everything. I'll try starting this thing. Brake lamp is on. Let's see if there's a leak. That leak is pretty bad. 107, that's the problem. That's why we have a coolant leak. Okay. This was already cracked. After further inspection, these bolts actually are loose. So I don't know if someone was doing something here, but this bolt was really rusted, so I actually removed this end, so that made it easier. So I'm gonna tighten these bolts and see, maybe it's gonna fix the problem. I don't know. The owner doesn't want to do anything with this thing, so what I did, I'm basically gonna bypass it right now. So this hose comes from the engine, and then this one goes also to the engine. It's that hose right there. So basically there's gonna be no circulation in the heater core, so I'm gonna leave this alone. And then the other hose that comes out from the heater core, it's this pipe right here, so that's gonna stay alone also. So now I'm gonna tighten this clamp, I'm gonna start the car, check for leaks, and that should be fine. Okay, so basically I left that place right now because I connected those two hoses, but I didn't have the key at that time because the owner took it. So I'm gonna probably come back the next day because right now I have to go and buy a new kitchen faucet. So I left the car like that, but you know, the owner might change his mind and maybe they're gonna, you know, he's gonna buy like the actual part, but that part is actually really expensive. I think it was like $600. So you know, but we'll see, you know. But right now I'm just heading to probably Menards or Home Depot to get the kitchen faucet because, you know, I have to replace it. So there's gonna be probably a video on it too, but let's see. Okay, here I am, Menards. I'm just gonna go and see what they have available in stock. What faucets, and I think I'm gonna go with the chrome one. And yeah, I'm gonna be in the process of installing that. So we got here different faucets. So right there, got more here. So now it's gonna be time to install this faucet finally. Okay, so we removed a bunch of stuff out of here. So okay, so this is the old faucet that I removed, and I already installed the new one. So we got nice hot water and we got the cold water too. So and this comes out like that, so you can basically use this for shower and stuff and clean up. So